Good morning. Welcome to the home of Calgary Unitarians. And it's wonderful to see people in person. I hope more of you out there in Zoom land will consider coming and joining us in person. It is such a pleasure to be able to gather together in person, though we will always continue to have our Zoom link for those who are unable to be here with us. Whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you are on your journey of faith or search for meaning, welcome. If you are visiting for the first time, either in person or online, or the first time in a long time, know that we are grateful to have you with us. We come together in beloved community to grow in wisdom, to welcome and deepen relationships, and act for a just and sustainable world. We recognize our responsibility to be stewards of this land and acknowledge that we do this with those for whom this is their traditional territory. The people of the Blackfoot Confederacy, comprising the Siksika, Piikani, Kainai First Nations, as well as the Tsuut'ina First Nation and the Stoney Nakoda, including the Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Wellesley First Nations of the Treaty 7 region of southern Alberta, signed September 22nd, 1877. Mohkinstsis, now known as the City of Calgary, is also home to Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3. In offering a land acknowledgement, we honor those who have long been the stewards and accept our shared responsibility for being good caretakers. We acknowledge that treaties were entered into as a collaboration between settlers and the Indigenous people, making us all treaty people. My name is Jane Ebbern, and I use the pronouns she, her, and I have the honor of serving on your Board of Trustees. This congregation is very special to me because of its celebration of freedom of religious thought, a non-dogmatic approach to spirituality, and very much for the warmth of its community. Please join us after the service for Real Coffee Hour in Wickenden, and also virtual coffee hour where we can meet and get a chance to know each other better. And now I have a number of announcements. One of them is from our Calgary Unitarians listening team for the Calgary Alliance for the Common Good. And this is where we want to listen to your concerns, your suggestions, your ideas, and relay that back to the CACG. So share your advocacy ideas with the listening team, and this will be used to make the Calgary Alliance this year, Calgary, an even better city. So read last week's e-news, April 20th, to sign up for a time. For example, I've already signed up for the Wednesday evening slot, but there's even a slot tomorrow. So if you want, just go on and sign up and you'll be sent the Zoom link for those listening periods. We will also repeat the announcement in this week's e-news, but if you can, go back to the e-news you were sent on Wednesday because you don't want to miss out on some of the slots. And I really urge you to participate. I think it will be a very interesting conversation. Another reminder, this is the final day of the book sale, and the books are free today. You are welcome to make a donation, but if not, just take the books. At the end of today, they are going to the library. So don't forget that. After our Real Coffee Hour, we're going to reconvene in here to have a discussion of our upcoming budget. This will be your chance to ask questions about the budget, etc. Our wonderful treasurer, Alan Wall, will be online and will be presenting, and it's a great lead up. The board will then meet right after this town hall, and we will finalize the budget that we will be presenting at our May 1st AGM. So the other date you want to keep in mind is next Sunday. It's very important we get a quorum for our AGM. We need 42 people between online and in person. People will have a way, you can both participate online through voting online if you're a member, or you can be here in person. And I urge you, if you can be here in person, please come in person, but either way you can participate. And then great news, we have hired Tony Turner to come back and continue to do some of our music program for this spring. We'll be combining Coffee Choir and Euphonia and meeting online starting mid-May every second Thursday with Tony Turner. and we'll have more news, but it's just great. And we are also looking for someone to help us with some in-person choir. But in the interim, we have Tony Turner every second Thursday starting mid-May. So I think that'll be wonderful. And then finally, one last reminder, if anybody would like to join Mitch and Ned as our delegate team for the Canadian Unitarian Council AGM on May 14th. This will be a Zoom AGM. We're looking for one more delegate to represent Calgary Unitarians. Just give me a phone call, send me an email. This is my last week to recruit someone to be the third delegate. So thank you very much. And now over to Shelley. Oh, sorry, over to Carl.
Like that? That sounds better. Okay. Yeah, I'm here in my capacity as chair of the Green Sanctuary Committee. The Green Sanctuary Committee does, a lot of things around here, but what I wanted to talk to you about today was action on the climate crisis. I know everybody's conscious of this, and I think probably we all do some things on our own. But what the committee would like to do is kind of act as a focal point that connects this congregation to, the larger movement in the city and things that are going on, and ways for us all to get involved in that respect. To this end, we've established ties with the Calgary Climate Hub and the Coalition for the Common Good. Just, so that, we can be part of the larger goings on here. They're still getting organized, and so there's no coherent program for action just yet. One thing we are doing on our own, we're organizing a letter writing campaign so that we can put pressure on politicians to do the right thing. We're in the process of getting this on the website to make it easier for everybody to participate. And that's still in the process too. But the first thing we want to do is to pressure provincial politicians on a provincial action plan on climate, which has been promised but not delivered so far. And I do have some sample letters and some information that is available to you. I'll have it later in Wickenden if you want to talk to me about it. But we hope to make the process easier. Finally, I'd like to make an appeal, just for the sake of the committee. We could use some new blood and some new ideas on this committee. A lot of people on there have been there for several years, and we do what we can, but some new inspiration would be good. And even if you don't have time to be on the committee, if you'd be willing to be a foot soldier, so to speak, and maybe march in protests and write letters and things like that, that would be most welcome as well. But it's a little ironic. The people on the Green Sanctuary Committee are all, for the most part, pretty geriatric. And, people are probably going to be dead before the climate crisis gets really ugly. but there's a lot of you out there who are younger, and you have children and grandchildren and so on, and it's an important thing that we should be all involved in. And so I encourage you to participate in one way or another, and I'd sure appreciate it if you might be interested in doing it as part of the committee. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Reverend Shelley Thompson. My pronouns are she and her, and I have the privilege of being the interim minister here at Calgary Unitarians. And I would like us all to rise in body or spirit so that we can turn and face the cameras and wave to everybody out there in Zoom land. Good morning, everybody. We love you. Mwah. Lots of love to you. And greet your neighbors, however greeting happens these days, with a bow. Namaste, good morning, a wave, an air kiss. Hi, everybody. So good to be together. Good to see our kids here today. We're looking forward to doing some activities together. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We light our chalice this morning, the symbol of our commitment to justice, equity, and compassion, our commitment to honor the interdependent web of all existence of which we are a part. With the words of Unitarian minister Theodore Parker, "Be ours a religion which, like sunshine, goes everywhere. Its temple, all space. Its shrine, the good heart. Its creed, all truth. Its ritual, works of love. Its profession of faith, divine living." Today we honor Earth Day. It's a time to reflect on that seventh principle, that interdependent web. And as a people of reason and science, we affirm that climate change is real, right? And as a people of faith, we commit ourselves to acting for a more just and sustainable world. One of the things that we do to be sustainable is we gather in multi-faith, multi-generational community every week. So today we're celebrating together with our young children and families and everybody of all ages to honor Earth Day, to talk about the importance of being a community that becomes more and more sustainable as time goes on, so that for the children, they will not have quite as difficult a time as we seem to be having now. So if you would please rise, embody your spirit, and join me in singing "It's Earth Day, We Have to Sing," Blue Boat Home.
Low below me I feel no motion, standing on these mountains and plains, far away from the rolling ocean. Still my dry land heart can say, I've been sailing all my life now, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. Sun, my sail, and moon, my rudder, as I ply the starry sea, leaning over the edge in wonder, casting questions into the deep, drifting here with my ship's companions, all we kindred pilgrim souls, making our way by the lights of the heavens in our beautiful blue boat home. I give thanks to the waves upholding me, hail the great winds urging me on, greet the infinite sea before me, sing the sky my sailor's song. I was born upon the fathoms, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat.
Morning, everyone. I'm DRE Sheila McMaster, and my pronouns are she and her. And I was just thinking, as I was sitting in my chair, waiting to come up here, there's nowhere else I'd rather be this morning than with all of you celebrating Earth Day! Woo! So some of you might remember that last week we had an Easter egg hunt, and we also had a pet item hunt. So that meant the children were finding cat toys and dog food and all sorts of things. And I did have a question. Someone's like, is this part of coffee time? I'm like, no, it's part of the hunt. And so we actually got a pretty large pile to donate to the Calgary Humane Society. So that was really fun. That was really fun. And as you know, Earth Day was Friday, April 22nd, and we're going to be celebrating with so many things. So you picked the best day to come. We've got dances with Ronnie Joy, things called, let's see, I wrote it down. I asked Ronnie right beforehand, Tree of Life, Seed Dance, Circle Round, so many different fun things representing Earth Day. And out in Wickenden, when we break, we've got seed bombs, wildflower seed bombs for you guys to look at, and Jacob and Mateusz will explain how they made them and how you can make your own, and you can take one home too. So that's very exciting. We've also got coloring pages. Now remember, coloring is for adults as well. So we've got Earth Day coloring pages. We've got a craft where you can cut out little hearts and write what you love about the earth, what things you like to do to help the earth, and you can tape them on or glue them on and draw that. We've also got make your own fairy houses. So we've got a number of jars and popsicle sticks and moss and flowers and lots of things, and we've got hot glue guns and you can glue them on, and we've got helpers out there, and so you can make your own wild and wonderful indoor or outdoor fairy house to take home today. So that'll be very good. Just different ways to celebrate Earth Day. And I want to say, you know, some of you might be thinking, are we getting back to, I don't know, I want to say normal. Normal is a setting on the dryer. There is no normal, but how are we coming back into the building? And I want to say last week we had 24 adults in the building, and we had 7 children and youth. So that's almost 30%. 30% of our congregation was children and youth last week, so I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And so now I have a Earth Day story to share with all of you called The Earth and I by Frank Ash. Cue the slides. I just like saying that. That's The Earth and I by Frank Ash. Next slide. The Earth and I are friends. And sometimes we go for long walks together. I tell her what's on my mind, and she listens to every word. And then I listen to her. Oh, starting to rain. Mother Nature has a lot of things to say there. The earth and I are friends. And we play together in my backyard, and I help her grow, and she helps me grow. And I sing for her, and she sings for me. And I dance for her, and she dances for me. And when she's sad, I'm sad. And when she's happy, I'm happy. Because the earth and I are friends. And so, thank you. And so today, as we celebrate this Earth Day, as part of our 7th principle and honoring that web of connection of all living things, I hope that we find some joy in being friends with the earth and being friends with each other. And now to Shelley for our offering. Reverend Shelley.
Got some good advice from one of our Cree and Mohawk dear friends, Miss Canuck, who tells us, go outside every day and talk to the trees. Do this. This is very good. Now is the time when we honor and gratefully receive the financial support that sustains this congregation and its mission. It's through the hard work and generosity of our members and friends that we're able to continue to build beloved community and work for a more sustainable way of being. In this technological age, there are many ways to give, so we heartily thank each and every one of you who make a regular pledge contribution or an identified donation through AutoPay, through e-check, through text to give, all of the digital means at our disposal. And we can't see those in our offering basket, but we know they're coming and we sure appreciate them. There are envelopes available in person for contributions that go in our baskets. And we're going to have information up on our slide here in a moment that allows you to choose which of the many options for giving works best for you today. You can always text to donate right on your phone. That's usually what I do because I forget to bring checks or cash or any such thing. So if you wish to donate also to our For Others partner, this is our last Sunday, we're giving part of our offering to the Calgary Climate Hub. They are a part of the Climate Reality Project of Canada. So you need to note that on your contribution that you want it to go to our For Others and support Calgary Climate Hub. Their website is excellent. They've always got something going on and good advice for us of how to participate. And I've brought with me today a few handouts that I'll share with you in Wickenden about all the different kinds of things that we can all do in our daily lives. One of my favorite suggestions is these dryer or laundry soap sheets. They're organic, you save plastic, you save all the transport carbon from transporting those big heavy jugs. Laundry soap in a dryer, in a sheet form, saves plastic. It's awesome. And then you get the little dryer balls, the little wool balls. They work just like those bounce dryer sheets, only they're made of wool. Much better for the environment. Those are my suggestions for everybody to do at home to help reduce and reuse and recycle. Your gifts will now be gratefully received. Thank you, and our mission thanks you. Please join me in singing Spirit of Life.
Spirit of life, come unto me, sing in my heart all the stirring of compassion, blow in the wind, rise in the sea. Move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
We are blessed this morning once again to have Ronnie Joy with us leading the Tread Gently on the Earth dance. So we'll invite you to rise and body your spirit and follow along as we dance. And at the conclusion of the dance, hang on one second.
Show you the steps so that everyone can see.
Okay. All right. Ronnie Joy's going to show us first, and then we'll dance.
And people at home and here, you can do this seated or walking. And so tread gently on the earth. We're walking with our hands reflecting earth energy. We'll walk in a circle here. You can also just do this in place. Breathe gently of the air. Big breath and open it up. The oxygen the trees give us. Touch gently to the water. Again, just a nice flowing movement. And touch gently to the fire. If you're standing with me, 2 steps in or just in place, fanning the flames and then bringing them back into your heart. And that is the whole dance, and it continues. You'll learn the chorus really quickly. Please feel free to sing along, and we'll continue the steps during the verses. I think we're good. Holding hands is good. Holding hands for support is nice.
Drum
You can hold
your
hands or not.
footsteps to the sacred mountain. Lay down on the bleeding earth and sigh. Breathe the rhythm of the mother sleeping. Listen to her dream, she whispers, come alive. Tread gently on the earth. Breathe gently of the air. Lie gently in the water. Touch gently to the fire. She bears the scars of our fears and our follies. The dark night hovers and the world sits blind. But the waters flow, the moon is singing. Daughter winds are gathering and hope is high. Tread gently on the earth. Breathe gently of the air. Lie gently in the water. Touch gently to the fire. You were born of her, she gave you being. She healed your body and brought your soul fire. As the mother wakes, we must awaken with her. We will fade away if we let her die. Tread gently on the earth. Breathe gently of the air. Lie gently in the water. Touch gently to the fire. Tread gently on the earth. Breathe gently of the air. Lie gently in the water. Touch gently to the fire. Tread gently on the earth. Breathe gently of the air. Lie gently in the water. Touch gently to the fire. Tread gently on the earth. Breathe gently of the air. Lie gently in the water. Touch gently to the fire. Tread gently on the earth. Breathe gently of the air. Lie gently in the water. Touch gently to the fire. Tread gently on the earth.
And if those of you who want to do more dancing, it'll be suitable for all body types, so we'll adjust it to whoever's here and whatever feels right for you. Let me get on.
Those of you who are here with us, we have our dances continuing here and all those wonderful activities out with DRE Sheila and with Carl. You can talk to Carl about Climate Justice Team. And for those of you online, we'll put up our slide for a virtual coffee hour. And then we invite everyone to come back who's interested in talking with us about our proposed budget for the coming year. We'd love to have your input and share that information with you. And that'll be at 12:15. And it's both here in person and it's online again. So lots of opportunities to participate this morning. And now we are going to go out and enjoy. I'm going to go make a fairy house. That's what I'm doing. So everyone have a beautiful Earth Day. I hope you get outside and talk to those trees. Thank you.